Hey, how's it going? Code Lima here, and I just wanted to say that this video is part 2. I originally hadn't planned a part 2, but it was a lot of footage, and so I split it into 2. So if you haven't watched part 1, you can check that out. Link is in the description, and I will wait for you to get back. Alright, let's get on with part 2, and let's pick up where we left off. This was something that I was really proud of, actually. I made a museum of blocks, and it'll make more sense once we go in. For some reason, decided to make it this old, dilapidated building, I think because it was in the jungle biome. But as you can see, as of the time of making this build, this was all the blocks that were in the game, full blocks. But I really like this build that I did as well. Like, it's very jungle ruiny build. But it doesn't really make sense in the context of the whole situation. If you really think about it, I'm just going to jump out of the minecart so I can have a proper look and show it off a bit better. But I vividly remember working on this, and it took a very long time, and it's really hard to make it look naturally sort of dilapidated. But I do like it as a build. I rate it, if I do say so myself. And as you can see, ancient debris here. Now, when I made this world, as I said, it was around 1.16, maybe 1.17. And something that they've very recently changed in Minecraft is if an entity is in a minecart and goes through a nether portal or the end portal, you will remain in the minecart. Here, on this world, that wasn't an option. If you go through the portal in a minecart, you would just come out the other side of the portal in the same realm, even in creative mode, as far as I can remember. So I came up with the solution of I was going to have to build the nether in the overworld, and that is what I started here. And as I said, 1.16 is when we had the updates with all the nether biomes. So this is the warped forest, this is the crimson forest, and what actually would happen is in the minecart you would bounce off the slime block onto here. And as you can see, this was very much a work in progress. It was hard to get the lava, everything in the right place. I was trying to do my best to flesh it out as much as I could. There's a zombie piglin here, which I'm not overly... I don't overly like this one, although it's not too bad. I do like the magma cube. It's very simple, but it works very well. But I realized this would be really hard because I have to, you know, first of all, the shape of it, it's just a box. So I was trying to, you know, texture it, make it seem like, you know, there was it was naturally generated. I was playing around with the render distance and stuff, seeing if I could make a way so I didn't have to do too much building. And then I thought, oh, all this underneath stuff has to look good, because what if you're down here, you turn around and you look up and you see the underneath and it looks terrible. It's got to be immersive and everything. You know, you can see here I was working on the floor and everything. But yeah, that's basically as far as I got. And then even though I was on Xbox, and commands are a thing on Xbox, there is a limit to how much you can sort of destroy in one go. So this was taking a very, very long time to do because I was trying to destroy the world so I could build, and yeah, it was just getting very long, very frustrating, etc, etc. So I built a bunch of TNT duplicators, and that is why it looks like this currently, because I just let them loose basically. But I got so frustrated with this whole situation that I thought, I'm going to go work on something else, which you may have just caught a glimpse of in the top corner of the screen, but we will be there very shortly. And again, this has no bearing in the world of Minecraft in terms of what I was doing. But as I said before, I was going through lots of biomes and everything, and I wanted there to be interesting things in between the biomes. I wanted to go through every single biome, but I wanted it to be natural where the biomes were in the world. So in between those biomes, I had to come up with things to fill the space that would make it more interesting. And this was one of those ideas. I thought, let's build an arcade. And I have to say, I am very... The rainbow, I'm not sure why I did the rainbow, but I do think it looks cool. And the arcade idea came because I think I saw a video, someone had made Tetris or Pac-Man or something in the game. And I thought, what better for a block game than pixelated video games? So if you're old enough to remember Space Invaders, then you're in the right place, because I also do. Then next we have Pac-Man, and I really am actually quite proud of this one. My favorite is the pink one in the middle, sort of emerging from the cage in the middle. Then we have the classic Tetris. This was hard because obviously, you know, the rows disappear when you fill them out, so I had to figure out a way of having enough blocks on the screen that it looked good, but also I didn't want it to be full, like someone was absolutely terrible at the game, you know. And then that was it for now. So this was the thing. This was difficult as well because I was getting rid of all this water. I was planning on building, you know, I was building up the sides, as you can see. I didn't have a huge grasp on the commands and things. I was trying to copy and paste and everything, which can be a bit of a pain. And I had laid out most of the route, I think, for the rest of the journey, which I think this strip represents. So I'm just going to follow this real quick. I just remembered about this. I'd completely forgotten about this, but yeah, this was like a volcano situation that I was working on with my friends from earlier, the same ones that built the dragon. We were planning on making a volcano, and in hindsight, Blackstone, not the best choice. I've seen much better volcanoes than this, and I would probably do this all again, but the journey continues. I knew there was a woodland mansion somewhere, just couldn't remember where it was. But yeah, my plan was to stop the... Oh, did I stop it or does it go? Oh, maybe it goes. Okay, it goes to the door. But yeah, my plan was to run through the mansion and probably have builds of, you know, the pillagers and everything around the surrounding area. And then would have come out on the roof of the mansion, I guess, and carried on the journey. Alright, this is another point of interest that I remember well. You can probably see it underneath the water there, but there is an ocean monument down there. And the plan was to go through the ocean monument in the minecart as well, and then come out the other side. And again, there would be, you know, oh god, I'm stuck under the ice. There would be statues of guardians, elder guardians, hanging around. And then yes, I remember this as well. The mushroom biomes are quite rare, and so the fact that I found this one where I did is not actually that far away from where the whole journey started, and that was quite a good stroke of luck, to be honest. You can see as well the sides are where the chunks were loaded and weren't loaded, so that's actually making it difficult because I don't know what was here on the original map. So here, for example, this is a coral ocean, so I was probably planning on being like, yeah, there's a coral ocean here, let's check that out on the minecart rail, you know. But because the terrain, you know, past these two lines has changed, I don't know what other biomes there were. So there was probably plans with other biomes. I probably had ideas, but I just can't remember what they were. And that is an abandoned village over there, so that would have definitely been part of the journey. There's a desert temple here. That was probably part of the plan as well. Go through that.
One eternity later.
I have been following this path for legitimately somewhere close to 10 minutes of IRL time. And I'll be completely honest, the last thing I actually remember from when I was working on this world was getting to the mushroom biome. I don't remember anything past that. So I am just gonna keep having a quick look, hopefully it's quick, and see if there is actually anything else of note, or if this path just goes on forever. I will see you again when I found the end. Alright, well, I found the end, but not very exciting. Village. And honestly, like I said, I have no recollection of coming this far, but you can see all the chunk errors, and I don't know what was actually here originally, but I'd obviously planned something out. I can't remember what it was. I recorded that footage yesterday, and then I went to bed, and while I was lying in bed, it suddenly dawned on me that I did know what the point of this was. And so it's the next day now, and I'm going to show you why the track ends here, why it ends the way it does, and why there is some actual rail here. Hopefully this still works. We have fallen short. Okay, we'll just do it in the manual way, and as you can see, this is a stronghold. And this was the end of the line, was the stronghold. I'm not sure entirely why I had to tour the entire thing when it's not really much point, but yeah. And we end up in the portal room. And so my plan was obviously going to be to go into the portal. Mystery solved. We're going to go back to spawn because I was working on the map. So this is here. This is where I am. I'm looking at this wall, and you can see the majority of the track. Obviously, it goes underground and stuff every now and then. And this is through the ocean, and there's the giant squid, for example, and the dolphin and the turtle and the bee. Oh, the bee even looks good on the map. I love that bee. But that's as far as I got with the map. I honestly, again, I don't even remember getting that far with the map. So yeah, I have no idea. Anyway, I hope that you've enjoyed this journey and looking at this world with me. And like I said, I think this is really inspiring me to try and do something like this again. And maybe I will. Let me know in the comments if you think I should. And let me know which one of the giant builds of mobs was your favorite. I do have to say, I think mine is the bee. Either the bee or the zombie villager, they're my favorite. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you again very soon. Did you know that I am currently playing a day of Minecraft every single day in real life until I get to 1,000 subs? It's true, I'm doing it, so if you're not subbed, drop a sub, I would appreciate it. Thank you so much. And you can check those videos out on the playlist in the description. Thank you so much. Bye.